Hey there, good to have you with us on a Friday night. I'm Chance Seals in Washington.
And I'm Joy Burnett. This is the Debrief.
All right, Capitol Hill, House Speaker Mike Johnson is still feeling red heat. That's because of the GOP, the red. On the budget deal, he is trying to push through with Democrats.
He is holding firm, though, that an agreement he has reached with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will remain in place. So right now, we have Denny Salas. He is a political strategist and senior vice president for Gotham Government Relations. Denny, we want to talk to you about this because we want to get an idea of how things are working out in Capitol Hill. You're very familiar with the Hill. You worked in those hallways as a political consultant. So why do you think we're ending up here right again? A short-term spending bill. What's happening on Capitol Hill? Are we having the extremes who are taking things over there?
Yes, the extremes have taken it over. And, to Speaker Johnson's credit, he decided to stick with his word in the agreement that he made with the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer for the top line number. Now, what the challenges are that he's going to face is what his hard right caucus is going to do. Are they going to go along with that top line number, or when they start passing some of those appropriations bills, are they going to put some poison pill policy riders on them? And if they do, then that means that it will likely lead to a shutdown.
So is this a reality check for the new speaker here? Is this a reality check for someone who is new in this office? He has a slim majority. He has to compromise. Or should he get some credit for standing up to the Freedom Caucus?
He should get some credit for it. And I believe that if he plays this out, and what he could do is if he sticks with the agreement with the Democrats, and then let's say all of a sudden the House Freedom Caucus rebels and they exercise their right for a motion to vacate, which we all just saw what happened when we went through that whole speaker drama with Kevin McCarthy just recently, that if he does that and the Democrats see him as an honest broker, then he can keep his speakership, but additionally kind of diminish the power with the House Freedom Caucus so then he can stay in his seat. Now, one of the things that the House Freedom Caucus really wants to do is try to force them to pass a long-term continuing resolution to keep the government funding. The reason why is that because of the debt limit law that was passed last year, if they actually pass a continuing resolution that goes past April 30th, then that will initiate automatic cuts of 1% on defense spending and then 5% on non-defense discretionary spending. Now, the hardliners want that. They want that automatic cuts. So we will see exactly what he does next. I believe that he's going to try to pass a continuing resolution so then all the committees can pass the appropriations bills for the 12 kind of departments that they're needing in the federal government. But we don't know yet. And I know that the Senate Democrats are looking to get some sort of continuing resolution that goes from mid-March to late March, not hitting that April 30th deadline because of debt limit law and the automatic cuts that will get initiated.
So, Denny, earlier this week, we started to hear some rumbling. So are we seeing the early stages of a desire to kick out this new speaker, or is Speaker Johnson that much more respected than the former speaker, Kevin McCarthy?
I believe he's built up a lot of goodwill on both sides of the aisle and with the hardliners in his party, because he is one of them. Let's not forget that he is an individual that is part of the House Freedom Caucus. Now, he may have a little bit more runway than Kevin McCarthy has had in the past, but what he's going to run into is what is he going to do to capitulate and allow some of these policy proposals that they really want to see, whether it be, banning gender affirming care for the Defense Department, or if it's going to be trying to pass some abortion or trying to ban or restrict the ability for abortion pills to be mailed out across the country. So I know those are some of the policy priorities that some of these hardliners have. And, you're going to run some issues with some of your moderates in that caucus as well, especially the ones running in New York. So It depends, It's interesting to see what exactly his plan and his strategy is going to be going forward.
Only time will tell, right? Political strategist Denny Salas, thank you so much for joining us. The clock is ticking. The deadline is coming. So thank you for your insight, Denny.